would like to rear up and jackknife my legs and kick you both in the fucking jaw with my foot bone.
In Anchorman 2, Jim Carrey appears as Scott Riles, a member of the super polite Canadian news team. During the scene, he keeps messing up his own character's name and awkwardly asks someone off camera for help.
What the hell's my name?
Scott Riley.
Shit, Scott Riley. There's not gonna be a fight without Ron. What's my name? My name is not Ron.
The whole moment feels like perfect comedy chaos that had the cast cracking up. But the funniest part is that later he barely remembered filming any of it.
And the incredibly polite Canadian fart.
In Fast and Furious 6, Dwayne Johnson improvised one of the most legendary comebacks in movie history after a joke from Tyrese Gibson.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby, or... I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
Ludacris was caught so off guard that he spit out his drink, but the director loved the reaction so much that they decided to keep it in the movie.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby, or... I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
Even though Ryan Gosling is an Oscar-nominated actor, he completely lost it during a weird chicken sketch on Saturday Night Live. To be fair, it's pretty hard to stay serious when you have to kiss someone wearing a giant chicken beak. The cast of The Office were true professionals, but some scenes were just too funny to survive without laughter. In the Secret Santa episode, one moment was so hilarious that almost the entire cast broke character while filming.
Oh my God, Kevin, please. Sorry.
Both the actors and crew later admitted it was one of the hardest scenes to get through because somebody kept laughing every take.
I didn't know you were gonna ask me that.
Well, what did you think was going to happen here?
Sorry.
In Liar Liar, the movie was already hilarious, but Jim Carrey kept making his co-stars break character with his funny movements and weird sounds.
For this, you will pay a terrible price.
And during the elevator scene, when he decided to improvise, he made not only the actor next to him laugh, but the entire crew too.
If I was a boxer, I would bounce those things like Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm sorry.
When comedian Louis C.K. kept breaking character with Kate McKinnon during a tenement museum sketch on Saturday Night Live, his terrible fake Polish accent made the scene even funnier. Louis is probably the only person who can completely ruin a sketch and somehow make it twice as hilarious.
I wish I could bring home more money.
During one scene in Parks and Recreation, Aubrey Plaza and Chris Pratt visit the doctor after Andy gets a concussion. But the appointment quickly turns ridiculous when Andy starts talking about his bizarre, never-ending wiping problem.
Sometimes when I wipe, I'll wipe, and I'll wipe, and I'll wipe. It's like I'm wiping a marker or something.
The moment became so funny that the cameraman actually changed angles during the scene to hide April trying not to laugh, while even the doctor could barely keep a straight face. You can also tell Andy is doing everything he can not to crack up too.
100 times. Still poop. Still poop.
Let me check that.
In Afterlife, even though Ricky Gervais delivered an amazing performance on camera, he had a hard time keeping a straight face behind the scenes. Especially in the final season's blooper reel, there are many moments where the entire cast breaks character.
Hygiene is paramount. You can write that down.
Yeah.
Even though Ricky Gervais was the creator and writer of the series and knew exactly what was coming, he was still the one laughing the most.
6 hours?
6 or 7 hours.
I would like to rear up and jackknife my legs and kick you both in the fucking jaw with my foot bone.
In This Is 40, Melissa McCarthy goes on a wild, angry rant aimed at Leslie Mann, Paul Rudd, and Megan Fox. During the credits, an extended version of the scene reveals tons of improvised lines that never made it into the final movie. The whole time, Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd are clearly struggling not to laugh while staying in character.
I'm gonna start with Karen Carpenter's head. I'm gonna rip her head off, and I'm gonna drink her blood.
In The Avengers, when Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow film an emotional goodbye scene, the two characters try to kiss before separating for a long time. But Gwyneth Paltrow keeps laughing during the moment, which quickly makes Robert Downey Jr. break character and lose his composure too.
You gonna have a gag reel on this like Smokey and the Bandit?
Another hilarious moment from The Avengers was the scene where Loki groans on the floor after getting brutally beaten by Hulk. Tom Hiddleston found it so funny that he couldn't stay in character, no matter how many times they tried filming it.
Sorry, that is a lot.
In Friends, the famous pivot scene where Ross tries to move a couch up the stairs nearly made the entire cast break character. David Schwimmer later revealed it was one of the funniest scenes they ever filmed. Everyone on set had a hard time staying serious because they were laughing through almost every take. While filming Rush Hour, Jackie Chan was still learning English, so speaking his lines was sometimes difficult for him. Even though it created a lot of challenges behind the scenes, the mistakes and awkward moments often made the cast and crew burst out laughing.
Cheese! Cheese! What? Freeze! A freeze!
Even though The Ugly Truth was heavily criticized when it released in 2009, it has also become one of those romance movies that aged pretty badly over time. Many of the jokes failed to connect, and the film itself struggled with audiences. But the blooper reel feels completely different. The cast's chemistry behind the scenes was far more natural and entertaining than what ended up in the final movie.
Sorry to hijack your date, brother.
No worries. What the fuck was that?
In Murderville, a show completely based on improv, guest stars often broke character, but Will Arnett almost never did. That's why it became so funny when Kumail Nanjiani suddenly started making loud bird noises during a scene. The random moment caught Will Arnett so off guard that he completely lost control and broke character right in the middle of filming. It's not easy to make Will Ferrell break character. Since he's one of the fastest improvisers in comedy, very few people can make him laugh harder than he makes himself. One of the best examples happens in Eastbound and Down.
When I was on top of her, making intense, painful love.
During a scene, his character Ashley Schaefer starts telling a ridiculous story about accidentally walking in on his parents. But the second his co-stars begin smirking, Will Ferrell completely loses it and can barely finish his lines no matter how hard he
I
tries.
say no, let the boy watch. The way I learned from my father, the way he learned from his father.
In The Master, a serious elevator scene suddenly turned hilarious when one of the actors accidentally farted, completely ruining the intense mood. Philip Seymour Hoffman and Amy Adams immediately burst out laughing.
How is this happening?
That elevator was filled with so much acting talent that it apparently couldn't handle a little gas. Except for Joaquin Phoenix, who somehow managed to keep a perfect poker face through the whole thing.
You want a piece of me?
During filming Seinfeld, Jerry Stiller delivered his lines in such a ridiculously funny way that the rest of the Seinfeld cast could barely stay in their seats without laughing.
What the hell does that mean?
The scene became so hilarious that the Seinfeld team decided to include the bloopers during the closing credits, something that was pretty uncommon for sitcoms at the time.
You saying you want a piece of me?
One of the most iconic moments of actors breaking character in Saturday Night Live history happened during the famous Debbie Downer sketch, and Jimmy Fallon was probably the biggest reason everyone kept laughing. Once he started cracking up, even Rachel Dratch couldn't hold it together anymore.
Media is so sensitive there, so secretive.
The funniest part is that the cast starts laughing almost immediately, which gives viewers nearly 5 straight minutes of actors desperately trying to finish their lines without breaking character.